Okay, in this whiteboard animation, I'm going to explain the sequencing of, well, there's 4 different kinds. And this one, I want to do finish to start. This one is the most common, and it's the most simple to grasp and understand, because it's really, if you were to be working on something, and I'm just going to call this activity A for simplicity. And once you finish that activity, well, then we would say, okay, go ahead now, start the next one. And let's call that activity B. So if you were to say making, say, pasta, let's say, for instance, and you've got the lid on and you're cooking the pasta, and then once that is finished cooking, then you start putting it in the bowls, right? See, you can't really, in this relationship, we're saying that you finish one thing and then you start the next. So finish to start relationship is pretty basic, pretty simple. Now, we could have lag or lead that is part of that. So what do we mean by that? If you recall, a lead would be trying to get a head start. And so even though there's finish to start relationships, you might have a situation where, okay, maybe not this pasta is a good example, but let's say, we could start dishing out the bowls even though the pasta is not completely ready. Maybe we start pouring some of the sauce in the bottom of the bowl, or we start putting cheese on it, or whatever. In that case, we're doing a little bit of overlap, a little bit of lead. Now, we can also have a lag. So, for instance, we do activity A, and it's finished, but we cannot start the next activity straight away. There is this lag that must take place. And the lag is a delay, a waiting time, some kind of, let's say, we've got to let this cool, the pasta's got to cool for, 10 minutes. And only after that 10 minutes can we start activity B. This is most commonly in terms of, say, we poured concrete, and we got to let it dry, or cure or wait until, we start running trucks over it. Maybe that's what activity B is I got trucks that are going to drive on it. Well, we really don't want them to drive on wet concrete because, you're going to get stuck. So we put a lag or a wait behind it. But in any of these situations I've just drawn, it still all has the very simple finish to start sequence relationship.